You're getting messages from the universe when you get synchronicities, divine downloads, intuitions about people, the next right action step along the path to your dream creation, or the plans for a revolutionary shift that just seem to drop in out of nowhere. I think many of us have experienced this at least once or twice in our lives. Can you think of a time when you were contemplating, softening a little? Perhaps the mind was fairly calm and serene, and suddenly, boom, it's like a light bulb goes off and it's suddenly all clear. The path, the meaning, or you asked for a sign and you stay present, and something that's way beyond pure coincidence shows up in your reality, confirming the presence of a benevolent higher self, angels, or perhaps God itself communicating through the dream of form, a crack in the veil, a glitch in the matrix. It's comforting to know that despite what mainstream culture tells us, the medium of consciousness seems to extend far beyond the body-mind. We are interconnected at a deep level. Anyone who's seen an aggressive pattern of thinking of people and then immediately seeing them or receiving a call from them knows that there must be connection amongst minds, even if science hasn't observed it, or perhaps the universe speaks to us about upcoming events, or perhaps time isn't so linear after all. In order to get messages from the universe, we must open up to the universal, as opposed to being solely focused on the individual, the separate self, the one we think we are. Messages from the universe are also messages from a more expanded self, and on the ultimate and absolute level, you are the universe appearing as a person. So these messages are essentially from yourself, a field of intelligence that can see a meta view about your life that your mind and ego just can't. It knows about the path, the next right action. It knows what lesson you're currently learning in this school of life. When we're thinking about being a separate individual, conceptualizing ourselves as only a person, thinking about I, me, and mine, we don't receive any messages from the universe because we are conceptualizing ourselves as a fundamentally separate individual, fundamentally separate from it, in some cases, abandoned by it. We feel alone, like a limited entity who's trying to figure it all out, and no matter how hard we try, we just keep on repeating the same patterns because we're identified with them, because they're looping thoughts in our head that we mistake to be ourselves, but our true self, as this open awareness, is waiting to be discovered. And so we listen to this narrative thinking, this limited thinking it's so urgent and important, and maybe we won't be safe or successful if we don't keep listening to it and believing in it. And yet the whispers of awakened intelligence are available in the silence if we just stop for a moment and listen to this instead. To get messages from the universe, you gotta stop and listen to the silence. Be knowingly this field of awakened awareness, which is the universe experiencing itself. Be knowingly yourself as the universe expressing, the universe that's currently appearing as an apparently separate limited entity, but messages, ideas, signs, symbols, and intuitions are able to trickle down from the wider medium and the universal mind into the individual mind. Messages from the universe come through all the time when you remain present, which means remaining aware of your true nature. This is the default position. The idea of being a separate, limited individual person may be a vivid appearance and may have a relative reality, but the ultimate reality is the very beingness that you are. Be yourself as this beingness. Simply be, resting in the spaciousness, poised in the sea of silence, expecting that any moment the best idea, intuition, or a miracle could drop in out of nowhere, because that's how powerful the universe is, but at the same time, being completely unattached to it, knowing yourself as this field of aware presence that's already whole, already complete and lacks nothing. If you keep seeing 1111, 111, notice what you were doing, thinking, or how you were being right before the event. Notice that there is a deeper meaning in the patterns that you see around you. Know that synchronicities mean you're on the right path. Your brain is working smoothly. You're seeing more patterns. You're able to sense a deeper thread of spiritual unfoldment within you and in the apparent tapestry of form around you. To get messages from the universe, meditate. Be intentional about receiving a message. Let go of that intention and rest in the inner stillness. Expect a message to come, but be completely unfazed or undisturbed, whether you will or you won't, whether it will be real or not, or whatever other thoughts you have. Just rest openly as awakened intelligence. Simply be, and notice that a quieter, more expansive intelligence begins to take over. Something comes through you. The sense of individual self starts to melt away, and it's as if the universe is speaking through you. You're literally messaging for the universe, for the higher aspects of yourself. If you'd like to apply messages from the universe into practical, actionable steps, creating revolutionary transformation in your life and manifesting a dream vision, but you feel fear and limited thinking sometimes holds you back, you may well be interested in my one-on-one coaching program, the Awaken Aware program. You can apply for a free call to see if you'd be a good fit for the program over at speaktoalex.com. It's for those who are ready for deep transformation, emotional resolution, and the reshuffling of external appearances to reflect an ever-expanding inner sense of peace, love, and harmony. That's speaktoalex.com. See you in the next video. Peace.